Yeah, it might be time to pack this show up. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Genesis, and we have to talk about this new show of Undisputed, or their new spin on it. Skip Bayless just had to go and open his mouth and ruin a good thing. This last week of Undisputed was terrible. I love Skip and Shannon together. I thought they had great chemistry. It's unfortunate that they had to break up, even though I am excited that Shannon is joining Stephen A. Smith over at First Take. When this episode comes out, today would have been Shannon Sharp's first day on First Take. I'll probably do a video on that at a later point. But I just wanted to give a week of Undisputed to truly give my opinion. I didn't want to grill them too hard after the first episode because you got to work out the kinks. So I was like, I'm gonna just wait a week and then I'll give my opinion. I want to see if they improved over time. I'm gonna give my opinions in a second, but it seems like the fans are not happy with this. Front Office Sports, I'm not too familiar with them, but they got a big following on Twitter. I don't know too much about this page, but I saw a bunch of people, credible people, reposting their article, so maybe it's legit. They put an article out that said the premiere of the new and improved Undisputed Live drew 131,000 viewers on Monday to 448,000 for ESPN's top-rated First Take, according to sources. The gap widened on Tuesday with Undisputed Live averaging 120,000 viewers to 474,000 for First Take. On Wednesday, Undisputed Live plunged to 78,000 viewers to 423,000 for First Take. God damn. What makes the whole situation even funnier is the fact that Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless are friends, and Stephen A. Smith still went and posted this screenshot on his Twitter page. I love petty TV wars. But now that we got that out the way, let's talk about the actual new formula for the show itself. We have the new panel on Monday with Keyshawn Johnson, Richard Sherman, and Michael Irvin. I do not like this at all. To me, that first episode on Monday, granted, they got to build chemistry, they got to know how each other works. That was one of the most annoying and worst things I've seen on sports TV in a long time. And I've seen Kendrick Perkins debate, but that episode on Monday was straight garbage. It was just yelling, talking over each other the entire time. Skip Bayless looked so awkward in the background. I'm gonna get more on Skip in a second. It was just so terrible to watch. You got 4 people who love to talk, and Skip Bayless is now surrounded by 3 people who love to talk, and they're actually louder than him. That episode on Monday was nothing but a bunch of people just talking over each other. They did the one thing that I said I didn't want them to do when they were trying to find their new host, was pick up Keyshawn Johnson. And let me just be clear with Keyshawn, it is nothing personal. Keyshawn, outside of TV, seems like a great guy. He seems like a cool dude you'll see at the cookout, and he'll be like, yo, nephew, you want a Corona? Yeah, Keyshawn seems like a cool dude outside of that. I just don't like his opinions. Michael Irvin, I love the playmaker. I would love to meet him in real life. I would love to interview him one day. I don't like him enough to want to see him every day. Like, I used to love when he used to visit First Take. You know, he used to go crazy against Stephen A. Smith. To me, he's good in spurts. When he's here, like every once in a while, he might come in for a segment or two. But to hear him talk for 2 hours, and sometimes to even hear him talk about basketball, I don't want that at all. For Richard Sherman, the jury is still kind of out on him for me. When I watch Thursday Night Football, I don't watch the halftime show for real. I don't feel like he really added that much this week, so I can't really say if I like or dislike him. He was just kind of there. I know the football season hasn't started yet, so maybe I should wait until after this week when we actually have football topics to talk about. But all they talked about was LeBron, of course, Cowboys, of course, Aaron Rodgers, of course. It was just hard to watch for me. Like I said, I'm going to get more on Skip in a second. Even though I don't like Keyshawn, it was much better to watch Keyshawn versus Skip one-on-one to me because they can both actually talk. And even then, though, Keyshawn just needs to learn that he has to stop talking. Like, I thought Michael Irvin talked a lot. Keyshawn loves to hear himself talk. Like, Richard Sherman will start giving his point, and as soon as he says something that Keyshawn disagrees with, Keyshawn immediately starts talking over him, and then he just keeps on going with his point. Like, Keyshawn has to understand to let other people talk, whether you agree with them or not, let them speak. But I also like when they introduced Rachel Nichols to the program, when it was the 3 of them together, because they seem to kind of allow each other to talk more. I feel like with Richard Sherman, Michael Irvin, and Keyshawn, it kind of just, like I said, it feels like a cookout, like a barbershop. It's like you just drinking and you just yelling at each other instead of actually trying to prove a point. When Rachel Nichols was there, like, I'm a big fan of Rachel. I like what she added to the show. I loved her energy with the show. She's smart enough to challenge Skip, and she actually makes sense with her points. She doesn't go off of like hot takes, which is what I love about Rachel. So she was dope on the show. And then of course we got Lil Wayne, who came through. He came through I think on Monday, and then he came through again on Friday. I don't like this Lil Wayne element of the show. I love Wayne's music. Wayne is a great rapper, one of the greatest rappers of all time. I don't care about his sports takes. You know, he just be there like, oh yeah, you know, Aaron Rodgers, you know, and he's a bad man, and go pack, go, where's the lean at, daddy, that's my daddy. Like, bro, I don't want to hear that for like an hour segment. So Skip Bayless, this was really cringy and hard to watch, especially on Monday. You could just see he wanted to jump in, but every time he tried to, they would talk over him. Like, they've made Skip Bayless the moderator on his own show when he's supposed to be the star. Like, what happened to Jenny Hale, I think was her name? Like, she was cool. Skip tossing a break and introducing topics. So weird. It's so cringy to me. He looked heated on Monday. They need a moderator on the show. Get my girl Jenny Hale. Like, this is just not entertaining at this point. It's just a bunch of dudes yelling at each other. It's so annoying when somebody starts talking and then it gets cut off every 30 seconds. I'm definitely going to check out First Take. Like I said, when this episode comes out, First Take will have had their first episode with Shannon. Shannon recently has Stephen A. Smith on Club Shay Shay, which is already electric. I can't wait to see them together. But yeah, Undisputed, man, this is not good. Like, I fully understand why the viewers, if that article is true, is dropping. So yeah, they need to fix this. And that's the thing, I go into these shows with low expectations anyway. Like I say in all these Skip Bayless Undisputed like videos, I don't go there expecting expert analysis. I know it's BS. I just want to be entertained. That's why I like these shows. But this doesn't entertain me. So I definitely see myself going over the First Take, man. Like, this, I don't see this lasting a long time. I mean, Skip is still a legend. Whether you love him or hate him, Skip is the reason why modern sports media is the way that it is today. Skip Bayless is the godfather. If he finally takes a L, I think he's like in his mid-70s or something like that, just retire, bro. Go get Jenny Hale. You already ruined the Jenny Taft situation. Yeah, that's just some of my quick thoughts, man. Be sure to like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. What are your thoughts on this new Undisputed? And like I said, by the time this video comes out, First Take will have dropped. Love you guys. Tell someone you love them. Until next time. See you in the next life.